Hey, Tom, how are you? It's
How you
Randy.
doing?
Hang on. Been doing this Bowlesby stuff too. What's going on at the tight end position right now?
Yeah, we've obviously with those guys that have played so much football here, we certainly spearheaded Jared Russ, who's played a bunch, and Jared's certainly serves a role at the tight end position, and it's really been for us right now, really good competition. I feel like in that group, and Easton Dean has done a good job. Deshaun Hanukkah, we thought has really come on, and then Tyler Moore. Those are the guys that have really have gotten the bulk of the work there, and then Steve Klotz is another young man that's done well there, kind of playing both tight end and kind of also the same position as Jared.
You envision using three tights as much as you have in the past?
Yeah, I don't think obviously probably as much. I think it's certainly something that we'd still like to have the ability to do. But I think that you probably heard this a million times from us, that it's still going to be about players, formations and plays. So, I think we have to, until we have the opportunity that group can prove that we're better off to be more tight ends than not. We'll go that route when it comes. And I think we feel strongly that is a good part of our offense. But I think we'll have to see a little bit on exactly how much.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Hey, Tom, Rob Gray here. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Rob?
Doing great, thanks. Wanted to ask about the offensive line. Obviously, with Trevor Downing as the literal centerpiece now at center. But how are those guys looking? Obviously, you have a lot of experience there, some experience to replace too. What's it look like, and who are some guys who are standing out there?
Yeah, I think first, Coach Myers done a good job of getting guys opportunities and reps there, and it's been kind of fun to watch that group. Obviously Trevor brings a ton of experience and really a great leadership there, and having to replace Colin Newell there is, he's certainly been kind of the center stone there for a long time, and Trevor's done a great job. And, obviously Daryl Simmons has played a lot of football at right guard, and, Jared Hufford has had a significant role last year. And then, Jake Remsburg's a guy that I've been really excited to he was injured, had played a bunch of football for us, and then really kind of battled some injuries really at the end of 2 years ago, and then kind of was, back and forth a little bit last year with some injuries. So having the opportunity to get him some meaningful reps have been really good. And then, man, I think it's been nice, the competition there as well with, Tyler Miller. Brant Triber has done a really good job for us. James Neal as a newcomer, obviously there's a learning curve, but he's done a really good job. To be honest with you, I think that group has made great strides. Certainly there's a long way to go. And, I think there's a lot of guys even that I didn't mention that are certainly doing a good job right now.
Gotcha. And a quick follow-up in another position group, Tyrell Brock, how has he, carried himself, knowing that he's kind of the heir apparent unless something happens at running back? He's done a lot for you guys already, but has he showed you some of those leadership traits, even probably before, but especially now with Brees moving on?
To be honest with you, I think that's what one of the things that I enjoy about Tyrell so much is that he carries himself like a leader, carries himself very professionally, and is always has great intent in terms of practice and his study habits, but he's always been that way. So, we want our guys to certainly be themselves, and he has proven to be a good leader for us, even when he wasn't, quote unquote, the guy, and having a really good player in front of him. So I think probably, he's been him, and he's done a really good job at it.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Randy again. What are you looking for the rest of the spring, during the summer, in the fall from Hunter?
Yeah, I think probably with everybody, but certainly to answer your question, I think the thing that we're trying to always get to, particularly at this time of year, is number one, fundamentals and techniques, an understanding of, the base offense, what we're trying to do. I think at quarterback, it's so important to get the intricacies of the different things that happen in terms of situational football, not only what happens, but identifying the situations as they come up quickly. And then I think that the thing that this goes really across the board with everybody is you're really trying to just get a great sense of consistency right now. And I think that's a challenge for every young player. And at times, I think even veterans, I think you're really trying to hone in on those habits, and find the guys that have the ability to be, consistent in what they do. I think just in general, I think, we're trying to not only, figure out what's the best way to use the players, but I think we're also trying to identify what are the things that, maybe we need to, you kind of mentioned the summer, kind of going into the summer, what are the things that we need to spend time on from a fundamental standpoint with our guys that we can help them, that hopefully we can hit the ground running once fall camp comes.
I think everybody knows he's got a strong arm. Does strong arm necessarily translate to throwing the deep ball?
No, he certainly does do a very good job throwing the ball down the field. The long answer, just because you have a strong arm doesn't mean that you're great at throwing the ball down the field. I think Hunter is certainly very capable of doing that. And that's one of the things I think that does give Hunter a chance. He does have a strong arm. But man, there's a lot more to playing quarterback than being able to just throw the football down the field, in terms of consistency and accuracy and all those kind of things, and then just the other portions of it. But Hunter's been, he's been really fun to be around. I think he's certainly has been here, has had a lot of repetitions in practice, and, certainly he's had his opportunities in games. And, I think for him, it is a little bit different once you have the opportunity to go in there and be the guy and get all the reps, and he's been really fun though. He's very eager to learn, does a great job, asks great questions, and really is, highly motivated and highly focused day to day.